the characteristic equation of the matrix. Okay, so characteristic equation related problem we have to solve. Okay, so in this characteristic equation, in this previous class we have to see characteristic equation of the 2 cross 2 matrix and 3 cross 3 matrix. So the main purpose of the characteristic matrix is we have to find the eigenvalues. Okay, so in this characteristic equation for the 3 cross 3 matrix, so what is 3 cross 3 matrix of the 3 cross 3 matrix of the characteristic equation is, tell me, is lambda cube minus c1 lambda square plus c2 lambda minus c3 equal to 0. We have to using the alternative symbol plus minus lambda cube, reduction of lambda value. So lambda cube, lambda square, lambda power 1 and lambda power 0. Anything power 0, the value is 1. So we have to c3 into 1, that is we have to write the c3. Okay, so lambda cube minus c1 lambda square plus c2 lambda minus c3 equal to 0. So using this 3 cross 3 characteristic equation, we have to solve the this problem. Okay, so in this problem is 3 cross 3 problem. How it is say 3 cross 3? It is 3 row and 3 column. So 2 1 minus 1 1 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 1. Okay, so we have to first we have to write the given matrix. This is the square matrix. So we have to write the 2 1 minus 1 1 1 minus 2 minus 1 minus 2 1. Okay, next we have to find the c1 value and c2 value and c3 value. Then we have to substitute the c1 value and c2 value, c3 value in the characteristic equation. Okay, so how we can find the c1 value? C1 is nothing but the sum of the diagonal element, that is main diagonal element. So see the matrix, what is the sum of the main diagonal element? So it is, so the diagonal element is 2 and 1 1. So next we have to adding the diagonal element. So we have to adding 2 plus 1 and plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4. So the C1 value is 4. We have to replace here. The C1 value is 4. Then we have to find the C2. C2 is nothing but the sum of the minor of the main diagonal elements. So we can find the sum of the minor of the main diagonal elements. So we have to sum. So plus plus. Okay, so we have to first leave the first row and first column. We have to write the this elements, that is 1 minus 2 and minus 2 and 1 plus. So what is the formula? Sum of the. So we have to add in the value. Okay, plus. Next we have to leave the here this is the second main diagonal element. So we have to leave the second row and second column. So we have to leave the second row and second column. What is the value? So this is the value 2 minus 1 minus 1 and 1. So 2 minus 1 minus 1 1 plus. Again we have to leave the third row and the third column. So what are the elements? 2 1 1 1. Next we have to find the determinant. So 1 into 1 is, what is that? 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. Then we have to using the formula minus. So minus 4 plus. Here also 2 into 1 is 2. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So the formula 1 minus are there. So minus 1 plus 2 into minus 1. So here 1 minus 4 is minus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So here 1 plus 1 is 2. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So the C2 value is minus 1. We have to know the value of C1 and C2. Similarly, we have to find the unknown value of C3. Okay, so here the C3 is nothing but the determinant of A. What is the determinant of A? So in this determinant, we have to using the plus alternative symbol and then plus. Okay, so here we have to using this 2. Okay, so 2 into, so we leave the first row and first column. What are the value is 1, minus 2, minus 2, 1. So 1 into 1 is 1, minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. We have formula 1 minus, so 1 into minus 4. Okay, so next we have to using the minus symbol. So we put minus, so we have to using the second element. So 1 into, we have to leave the second column and first row. So the elements are 1, minus 2, minus 1, 1. So 1 into 1 is 1, minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. The formula having minus, so minus 2. Next, we have to put the plus symbol, but here the third element is minus. So we have to plus into minus is minus. So minus 1. So we have to leave the first row and third column. So first row and third column, the elements are 1, 1, minus 1 and minus 2. So 1 into minus 2 is minus 2, minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Okay, so we have to simplify this value. So 2 into minus 3. So 1 into minus 4 is minus 3. 1 into minus 2 is minus 1. And minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. Next, 2 into minus 3 is, what is that? Minus 6. 1 into minus, that is minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. And minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. So adding minus 1, adding plus value. So that is 2. So minus 6 plus 2, the value is minus 4. So here C3 value is minus 4. We have to find all the values, unknown values. So here the value of C1 and C2 and C3 is known. Then we have to substitute the characteristic equation. Lambda cube minus C1 lambda square plus C2 lambda minus C3 equal to 0. So then we have to substitute the values. Lambda cube, what is C1? C1 is 4. So 4 into lambda square plus C2. So here the C2 is minus 1. So we have to put minus lambda. C3 is also minus. So here formula having minus. So minus into minus is plus. So plus 4 equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation for the given matrix. So in this given matrix, this is the characteristic equation. So the characteristic equation is main purpose is we have to find the eigenvalue. In this next class we are going to see how we can find the eigenvalues. Thank you.